Hi everybody, it's Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
And today we're going to make a 3-bean chili that I've adapted from the Engine 2 diet by Rip Esselstyn. And our whole family loves this chili because it has unique flavors. What's your favorite flavor in this?
Well, I like that there's apples in it because it's kind of unique to chili.
Yeah, so it has apples in it. We love that. We love it that it has Dijon mustard and molasses. Okay, so in addition to all these beautiful, colorful vegetables. So I went ahead and started and sauteed the onion. So you're going to do 1 medium-sized onion diced with 2 cloves of garlic. All right, so we already did that. And we just saute in water. You don't even need oil. You can take out some of the fat, just add a little water. So I already did that just to save some time. And then we get into all these beautiful vegetables. So you want to do 2 colorful peppers, and I did orange and red. And then the apple, of course, like Kaya talked about. And then 2 stalks of celery. And you want to dice them pretty thin, especially when it comes to the carrot, because this will determine your cooking time, how thick your slices of carrots are. So I just go pretty thin because I've learned the hard way. If I keep them too thick, my chili's on the stove for like an hour. Alright, so just get those pretty thin. And these are small, you can tell. They're not real wide either. And then same with the celery, which will cook faster. Just keep it thin. So you could do 2 to 3 carrots, 2 to 3 stalks of celery. The recipe calls for 2, but I really like celery and carrots. And then peppers, which are amazing with vitamin A and C and a great source of fiber. Fiber helps keep our colon clean. It acts like Velcro in the waste, helps pull it out instead. Animal products do the opposite. They unfortunately can clog up our arteries and colon. All right, so we've got all these amazing phytonutrients, plant-based food colors, and we are going to put them all in the pot. Excuse me, and then we'll move to the stove. So I've omitted a couple things out of the recipe because it has 3 types of beans, which we'll get to in a minute. I don't use the tofu, even though I love tofu. And I also omitted the corn and jalapenos, so feel free to add that if those are some of your favorite foods. All right, see if we can keep it in the pot and off the floor. All right, good enough. Okay, I'm going to have Wade follow us over to the stove, and we will start cooking this. So again, we already sauteed the onion and garlic. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and now normally you would want to stir this for 5 minutes. And I've just got a little bit of water in there instead of oil. But you can see all these colors and flavors coming together. And now we are going to add our beans. So I'm going to have Kaya show you our beans. And Wade can zoom in on those.
I'm just going to pour them in and make sure they all get into the pot.
Thank you so much. And then I'm going to show you real quick what we use. So we use a can of organic, Simple Truth organic garbanzo beans. You can get a 4-pack at a Kroger store like Ralph's for $3.50. So eating plant-based food does not have to be expensive, or you can get them in the bin and soak them. This is also this is a dark red kidney beans from Simple Truth Organic. And, I did the garbanzo beans. We got the garbanzo beans, it's the black beans. And we get these by the case at Costco. This SW Premium Organic brand. Okay, so 1 can of black, 1 can of kidney, 1 can of chickpea. Or you can use a different kind of bean if you like white beans. I'm going to go ahead and let Kaya stir that for us. Okay. And then we're going to do 4 14.5 ounce cans of diced tomatoes. And these are also organic from Kirkland. So I'm just going to add this in over. And we have 4 of those, so it uses lots of cans. Be sure to rinse and recycle your cans when you're done. And I'll have Kaya add some too. And the other thing I meant to say is really rinse your beans before you put them in there. Rinse the beans. Okay, so we do 4 little cans here. 1 more?
Good.
Okay, go ahead. And I'll have her stir that for us, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of water. I've reduced the water. The recipe calls for 3, and I'm going to do 2. There you go, hon. That'll make it a little easier to stir. add the tomato paste. So we're doing 1 small can, excuse me, it got opened on the other end, organic tomato paste. You want to add that? Okay, yeah. And we'll scoop that in. And tomatoes are high in lycopene, they're a good cancer prevention food. So this has lots of tomatoes. And while Kai is doing the tomato paste, I'm going to do the gray poupon.
Pardon me.
Alright. I just want to double check my, okay, yeah. 2 tablespoons of gray poupon. Which is actually my favorite part of the chili. That and the molasses. Okay. Kai, do you mind stirring that for me? Okay, so Kai's going to give that a big stir. If you need more water, add more water. And we make this every time the kids come to visit. It's a main staple. Okay, and then the awesome molasses to give it a little sweet with the apple. So 1 tablespoon molasses, and we're actually almost done. I'm going to add, it sounds like we need a little bit more water. Okay. There you go, hon.
Thank you.
Okay, and our molasses. Let me, hopefully Wade can see this. Ooh, this is good. Alright.
It's so slow.
Whoops, well that's okay. We're going to do extra. That's my favorite thing. Okay, sorry. Would you mind taking your spoon and getting that out? Okay, and again, give it a big stir. And then we just have 2 more ingredients and we're done. So if you do some of your prepping with the vegetables in advance, it won't take you as long. Okay? So then the 2 spices we use are chili powder and coriander. Okay, so I'm using 2 tablespoons of chili powder, which also gives it great flavor, and 2 teaspoons, not as much, coriander. Okay, I'll trade with Kaya, and this is going to be it. And again, you can add more water if you need to. All right, hon, thank you. Now, if you want something that's more meaty, you could add some tofu and crumble it up. You could also get some veggie crumbles, which have a meat texture and taste to them.
Oh yeah, those textured vegetable protein crumbles.
Yeah, and some people like that if they're still transitioning to a plant-based diet or just want more sustenance. With the 3 beans, it's enough for us, but it's just up to you. So hopefully you can see that. Kaya's doing a great job for us. Thank you, Kaya. Mm-hmm. And this makes a lot, which is great because there's 4 of us and we can definitely eat it for lunch or dinner for a couple days. And you could serve it with cornbread. You could also serve it with my favorite, avocado toast. And you can also do some chopped cilantro on top. All right, so thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. We hope you enjoy the chili.